Trae Taylor has been a big presence.
Yeah.
Was there any player that really stuck out to you and like making you want to come to Nebraska? And did you get to do that for anybody else?
Man, as I was getting there, this was 2009. So Facebook was just getting started. Twitter wasn't even a thing then.
Right.
So, but when I got here, I felt it, especially from Niles Paul. Niles Paul was a big influence on me when I got here. It was like, dude, you one of the guys. This is the standard. So when I got there, then I became that guy from Lavonte, Yoshi Hardrick, and Stanley Jean-Baptiste. I remember when Lavonte, I believe, had committed to USF at first, and then he decommitted possibly. But I remember, his girlfriend at the time, I went to USF, and he took a visit there just to kick it with his girl. He had told me, like, bro, I'm just going over here to kick it. I'm coming. He turned his phone off all weekend.
Oh, no.
Dude, when I tell you, Bo, Eck, all of them dudes was tripping. I'm like, bro, relax. He said he's coming. Like, relax. So, when I see Trae on Twitter, I'm like, bro, this is the move. Like, he's taking that leadership role. Man, like, yeah, we need this guy. And speaking on the decommit, I've seen him to speak on the guy that decommitted. He's like, hey, it's a tough loss. He's a great kid, but like, this is what he wanted to do. But I'm pretty sure the staff is going to find somebody great. And I'm like, dude, the maturity, bro, that's like next level. You know what I mean? And even with Dylan, him and Emmett, what they did with that basketball tour, bro, that was the smartest, coolest thing ever. You going into a gym in Omaha, Nebraska, you're dealing Raiola, you coming in, you kicking it in the student section. You know how many dudes and people remember that? Even the players that's there that are getting recruited or would even want to come to Nebraska, it's like, dude, I just want to come because Dylan is so cool. He took a Friday night to come out and kick it with us, take pictures. Bro, that stuff is so important, man. I'm big on that type of stuff, man. So
just getting young kids going to your camp inside Memorial Stadium. Because I remember last year we were out there and Dylan's out throwing drills with these kids.
How cool. And we didn't even ask him to do that. Prince knows him. He showed up. And we were like, yeah, man, just hang out. And this dude is like, yeah, give him the ball. I'm like, bro, all right, do your thing, dude. So just to talk with him, and he's such a humble, mature young man. That is one thing that got me there to Nebraska was the family vibe that they gave me when I was there. I felt like I was supposed to be there. I felt a part of a huge family, and that's what it was, man, when I was there, dude. We still talk. We still got a group chat that we all talk, Compto, Rex. It was really that for us, man. It's super cool to see, man, seriously, especially in this new social media NIL, because so many dudes are unfortunately for themselves, and I don't think that Nebraska sells that. When you come here, this is what you get. Now, the NIL stuff is the cherries on top.
It's gonna take care of
that'll
itself.
do what it do. Yeah. But like, this is what we're here for. And even talking to Dylan, he was like, this is the only place that I've seen where it's legit, consistent, real NIL. It's not somebody telling you something and you're not getting this. It's like real. So like the Mondays, like the running backs and the QBs get paid. And Tuesdays, the O-line and the D-line get paid. And it's consistent. And I'm just like, bro, we was getting scholarship checks for like $400, bro. What do you mean? Just super cool to know that Nebraska is always going to be Nebraska in their standard. They're going to do it the right way. If we're going to dip in it, we're going to do it the right way. So I respect it so much.
Ever since NIL came out, I've never wanted to hear, they promised me this, but couldn't deliver.
Yeah.
While I understand that you don't have the oil money from down south, right? I just hope there's no stories coming out that's like, Nebraska promised me $2 million, and now I'm going shopping because they can't deliver.
Well, I got a good friend that coaches at South Carolina. He was like, dude, the parking lot is like crazy. You got Maseratis, you got G-Wagons. I'm like, bro, I drove a Buick LeSabre, bro. And my windows didn't work. Bro.
And if they did, it was probably the roll-up.
It's a Buick.
People ask me all the time, like, man, are you ever mad? Are you ever jealous? I'm like, dude, no. This was their time. I played when I was supposed to play. We still had perks that we had during that time that we thought were cool. So it's all good.
We see a couple of athletes across the nation like, well, I didn't get paid. Just because you didn't get it doesn't mean it's not a good thing for the guys.
Come on, man.
Like,
come on, bro.
Not everybody has to live the same story. Very few people do.
And I got a degree, bro. Like, I got a degree for free. And I got to play football in front of thousands. I would tell people all the time, when we've had some of our players, when we would come out of the locker room and stuff, and dudes would be like sneaking out the side and this. And I'm like, bro, this might be your only opportunity ever that people want an autograph or something from you. You telling me you can't come out here for 20 extra minutes, bro, and sign some autographs and sign some cards? Nah, bro. Like, you can't take this stuff for granted, man. Super cool.
You might not have got $1 million, but you guys got the win.
I'll take that, bro.
I want to go back to Lavonte real quick.
Yeah.
You said that he took a visit to USF. And his girlfriend went to USF.
His girlfriend at the time.
Now, listen, if I'm Bo, I'm freaking out too. Because usually that wins out.
Yeah.
In the decision.
And he's from Miami.
You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
the girl.
Oh, yeah.
That always wins.
Yeah.
And so if I'm Bo, I'm probably
he was tripping.
He's fuming anyway.
Yeah.
For something else. So you add that on top.
He's already mad about something.
It's already something.
It's already doing something,
So
man.
I don't blame him for being like, no, you can't let him go.
Bro, it was wild, man. Even Yoshi was mad. He was like, that MFer, I committed because of him and you. And I'm like, Yoshi, relax. He'll be all right. He's fine.
He's just trying to get it.
It's like, come on, man. He needs some time with his girl. He's just trying to kick it for a little bit, man. So I remember when he was thrown into the midst of playing when Compton went down with a foot and Fisher had broke his leg or something that year. And we played South Dakota State. He had like 14 tackles or something. They were asking, oh, what about Lavonte David? He did this. And he was like, Lavonte David making a lot of mistakes tonight. I'm like, dang,
that's the thing that you'd always heard about Lavonte was the sheer talent was undeniable.
Just football.
But it was
at the beginning, once he figured it out, and kudos to Compton and Fisher really teaching him. We're going to teach you how to watch film. We're helping him with the defense because, bro, that dude was a player. Compton doesn't get hurt and Fisher doesn't get hurt. Do you hear about Lavonte David that soon?
He's going to be an NFL Hall of Famer. Like he should be.
Seriously. You got to think about it. When we were down there, it was the 2 practice fields. It was 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. Lavonte was on the 3s and 4s practice field when we first got there. But one thing you couldn't deny was this dude is everywhere. He's around the ball. And we had multiple dudes on that defense that was like ball hawks, Dejon Gomes, Lavonte, Eric Hagg. Like all these dudes were always around the ball, but Lavonte was just so different at that weight too. It's like, dude, he was light, dog. Like he was light, still making plays like that.
So good.
Yeah, he was special, dude. And he still is.
He's still getting paid. Is that another contract?
actually a position like that. You think of linebacker, it's like Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Lasted in the league forever. And then you think of like Brian Cushing.
Yeah.
You know, he retired early.
I'm lucky to be walking.
That's just a position that, I mean, you're just constantly
a lot. Yeah.
Well, I was so excited when the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl and he was getting all the roses that
Which
he
should
was
have been.
Yeah.
Should have been getting.
He hadn't got his whole career.
Agreed, man. And dude, we text all the time. We're always talking. And he even texted me during the season. He was like, I don't know. I was like, what you mean you don't know? He's like, dude, I don't got nothing else to prove. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, man, I just want to spend time with my baby girl. I don't want to miss anything. So when he signed, I was like, that's what's up, man. Like,
I think it's a farewell tour.
Yeah.
If you look at a guy through the duration of him coming to the NFL, he has every accolade to be a Hall of Famer.
For sure.
Yeah. He might get a gold jacket, and he honestly might be probably the last Husker that'll get one for a long time. Like maybe Ndamukong Suh, maybe.
Sue and Lavonte, they're making it to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Sorry, like you can throw numbers and whatever. If you're a ball knower, they're both wearing gold jackets.
Yeah.